because I don't think she changed me. I wanted to change. You know, there are times where I kind of want to know how many lifetimes I have lived, because, you know, our brains can't really grasp why some things make sense, even if it's very illogical. Our brains can't wrap around it. Yet, I want to say I know my body accepts it, accepts that it can be a fact that I have lived so many lifetimes to be able to reach where I am at right now. I want to talk about maybe the karma I have, my tendencies, and how it's very difficult sometimes to overcome it. Yet some days it's easy. So I have done inner engineering around, I think it was October of 2021, and right now it's February of 2022, so like 4 months ago. And I did the 40-day mandala for the Shambhavi, and looking back, I really didn't notice the difference, but I have realized I was happier, I was more joyful during those 40 days of intense sadhana. There I did my Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya twice a day, every single day for 40 days. I really didn't pay much attention to it because being joyful was good, and then there were no challenges where I could actually feel like I could test Shambhavi then. A challenge came into my life around November, December, and that's when I was still practicing Shambhavi once a day, but my mind was totally cluttered. My mind had so much thoughts, drowned with so much emotions, where I couldn't appreciate how Shambhavi affected me. So honestly, it just felt like something I needed to do because I committed to it. And after doing the action, just the action, like, I need to get back to my thoughts and emotions, because I thought that was more important at that moment, which it really felt like it was. And then I was desperate, very desperate, of wanting to feel better. And in my desperation, I thought about taking Devi home. So I took her home. I'm fortunate enough to have the resources to take her home. Before I took her home, I just prepared the space where I put her. I cleaned like basically a surface top. I printed a picture of her in preparation of her arrival, and just with her picture I could actually already sense something, sense energy that, you know, she's around. And when she finally arrived, she was more present. She was there. I could really feel her. Emotions came running through my face. When I was driving, I was happy, ecstatic that she was here. And then after a few days, it was like back to normal. I got used to her presence. And, you know, doubts came like, oh my God, Devi, are you really helping me? Are you working for my well-being? And it's just easy to say, nah, it doesn't work. But that's where being really honest to yourself, being really honest about what's going on, the situation. So there were a lot of factors that I had to consider, like the situation, my emotions, my thoughts, are they really changing? Because my main goal was to feel better. I wouldn't want to say it's because of her I've changed, because I don't think she changed me. I wanted to change, but she helped me. I wanted to change, but she helped me. She hastened the process. She made me go through the hurt and pain faster. The hurt and pain is still there because I still have my thoughts and emotions. But I have so much realizations, like realizations that would take me months or maybe a year to figure out and accept. She made me realize in days, maybe a week. And I can go through the day like joyfully. What's so funny too is I realized that I usually do my sadhana, the Shambhavi, at night. Because I felt like, in the morning I'm gonna do my Buddha Shuddhi, and then I'm gonna praise Devi, and then do my morning routine, and then come back at night before I go to bed and do my Shambhavi. And what's very interesting is I realize every time I do Shambhavi at night, I realize before I go to bed I'm so peaceful. I watch videos about, Shambhavi and how it makes people feel joyful. And I'm like, maybe I'm doing something wrong. No, not that I'm doing something wrong. Why shouldn't I just do my sadhana, the Shambhavi, in the morning? So the joyfulness starts in the morning. And so I did all of my sadhana in the morning now. I kind of really want to be honest if it's just placebo effect. Like, is Shambhavi really working? Or I think it's working, that's why it's working. I don't know. I don't really know. I want to believe it works because I feel more joyful. I want to attribute it to Shambhavi. I really want to attribute it to Shambhavi. But I want to be honest too. So for that, I will continue doing my sadhana and see where Shambhavi will take me, where Devi will help me, and we'll see where it goes. That concludes this part, and I hope to have more realizations, more feelings of joyfulness and bliss, because I don't want people to hurt. I want everyone to be blissful and joyful. Maybe I am selfish because I want people to be joyful and blissful, because it's just a better place to be surrounded by blissful and joyful people, and I will help the world towards that.